think it's safe to rest here now.
Alright, hey chat, welcome back to another episode. We just finished this location. We are gonna watch this next little cutscene, and then we're gonna head out these gates. Anyway, let's watch this and then we'll get going.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she's absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I feel like this group is still a long way from coexisting peacefully, I should say.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
This world is so stunning, chat. Honestly. The designers and game developers, they knew this one was going to
Let's dispose of the trash.
be a pretty good game. So right now we're sticking with our normal party, but I'm definitely not opposed to maybe switching it up every once in a while.
We've turned the tables on him.
There's still more left.
We'll definitely see as we play, see what the teams look like.
Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. It's over.
Glacier
Blow
Spear.
away.
Thunderblade! Breeze Lancer!
It was a good start to the game.
Thank goodness
today.
we won.
Is it ever a
There's
doubt?
something in the water.
Oh, is this gonna be our ability to fish now? Since
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renan eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
well, why would we know what fishing is? From the village we came from, it was fire and lava. There wasn't really.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this.
So it moves. Soft shake.
Not my lucky day, I guess.
Oof. Okay. So we're looking for something like that.
Oh! nabbit! It got away.
Oh, okay. Alright, chat. This is the first time fishing, so...
Yeah!
Oh, it's gonna be a bit of a learning curve.
All right. Good fishers always keep their cool.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm not a fan of fishing. We're not gonna worry about fishing.
And that's all
right
there
now.
is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
Oh? Oh no. A fishing expert. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, what the heck?
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job.
Probably gonna force us to rest.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the elde mencia guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Hey, I'll take it, you know? See, it says fast travel points. Does that just mean fast travel within the world? I need to figure out if there's a map.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
That's it? That's all the conversation is? What in the world? Do you have anything? Ooh. That can be cooked by... What's here? Do we have anything? We do. We have something for Dohalim. Cool. But this one gives the most. Let's give her a chance.
Thanks for
See if
waiting.
she says...
Eat as much as you like.
Dohalim,
Stuck.
care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Mencia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Mencia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
It's not a bad conversation. I feel like all these companions are gonna have interesting points of view.
Shall we get moving?
Let's see. Oh. Wow. Let's do 15 of those. Get 6 of those. Okay, not that many. We'll come back to that. That I want a bunch of. Just do 2 of those. Then we can come, well, actually, let's, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see about forging weapons. Ooh. Okay, but I need a regular longsword. Oh, an upgraded one? Chat? We might have just found some. How much does this cost? 500? Okay, yeah, we'll make that. Even if we have to save it for a little while and then buy it later down the road, I'm okay with that. Let's see what... She's got a freaking cannon, chat! What in the... These look sick! What is this? What in the world? The basic rifle looks cool. I know, but I kind of wanted that. Might have to start looking for demi-human muscle. That looks... We'll craft and equip that, because I'd rather her have whatever the best current thing I can get him is. Just like that. Of course. Let's see, refined wing gauntlets. We're gonna craft it just so we have it, so if need be. Don't I already technically have the flaming knights since I'm wearing them? Whatever, I guess. Ooh. I like this one. Snakes on the end. Okay, but I need lizard fin for that. It has... It's a rock. And chat. Well. We don't need that anymore. I don't think I need that anymore. Okay. I should make a new accessory for Dohalim. You know what? I think I'm gonna craft that. Then I'm gonna craft this. And then let's enhance this with okay, well. Oh. Fair enough.
Did we really?
Equipment. We'll give him that. I think we'll give her that, and we're actually gonna switch that. Because I don't.
Spend that much money?
As long as she's in the party, we should be fine. I think. I hope.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Oh.
I just noticed none of you other Dahnans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Dahnan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Chat,
This
I'm
sure
so
is
sorry
one
that we
rugged
have all
road.
these.
You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Give me just a sec, chat. Chat, we figured out fast travel. We can go turn in some of these quests now. Thank goodness.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I wonder if something happened.
That's the guy that wants us to fight those big Zoogles.
Yeah! Hey.
Let's see.
Just great.
Uh-oh. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Good.
What?
You know, I think this episode turned from moving on to the next area to, going to do some side quests for some of these other areas.
Is this your idea of atonement?
I never put much thought into what would come after liberation.
Don't expect me to help you with this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just want to point out, this is the guy that the game told me to come back and see. Just so we're all on the same page there with that. Let's go see if we can beat that one Zoogle. Level 45.
Do you sense one of
waiting
your
here.
friends, Hoodle?
Oh, I see your friend, Hoodle.
Little help!
I'm expecting... To be honest,
Freeze
I thought we might one-shot him. To be honest with you, chat.
Hoo-hoo! Look what I just found. Hoo-hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
We will go back to the forest and check
That's
it.
a big Zoogle.
Alright, chat, let's find out if we can beat this. Level 43 Mantis.
This one's tough!
Can't move!
Oh,
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Go for the weak point!
Stay away from my friends! Take this!
Freeze
Don't try harder!
I never miss!
Here we go! Double Demon Fang! Not today!
Here goes!
Take this!
Didn't you hear me?
Double demon
Now you
fang!
see what I can do!
Here I come!
Amazing.
Eternal devastation! You'll pay for that! Double demon fang!
Sleep now. I'll bring you back from
Double demon fang!
Prepare to be seized!
Banana, let's go!
No further!
Not done yet!
Such a failure.
Double demon fang!
Raging storm! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation, champion! Here, let me help! First aid! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Feel time!
There!
I'm ready! Hurry!
Double demon fang! Take
I'll
this!
bring you back from death's...
I hope this thing is
Double
mentally
demon
approved.
fang!
Resuscitation!
Glimmer dragon! Double demon fang!
Let me help!
Dragon shell!
First aid! Thunder field!
Double demon fang!
Watch this! This can't be happening!
Double demon fang!
You require a hand.
A banana! Let's go!
Double demon fang!
Benediction light.
Heal! Double demon fang! Pistol!
Take this!
Double demon fang!
Now handle it! In here!
Not today!
I can't feel
Here I come!
I couldn't make it in time. A thrilling performance.
Here I come! First strike! Blow away!
It's in your hands now.
Fight lesson!
Double demon fang!
Raging cascade!
Double demon fang!
Eagle drive!
Double demon fang!
Gale force! Loading condensed! Talon storm!
Double demon fang!
Benediction light.
Talon hurricane! Double demon fang!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Blow away!
Lightning orb! Lightning
It's
condensed!
in your hands now.
Double demon fang!
My pride was my downfall.
Double demon fang!
Can't move!
Not done yet!
Sleep now! Get on in there
Take
with
this!
Tiger Blade! I
Benediction
can't
light.
get hard up!
Double demon fang!
Just what the doctor ordered! Thunder
Triangle
field!
blast!
Perfect move!
No escape!
A banana, let's go!
Here I come! Try harder! Now!
Raging storm!
Pistol!
I'm
Try harder!
sorry.
Not today!
Don't leave me all
Take
alone
this!
here.
Okay, here I go!
Tiger
Here
Blade!
I come! Double demon fang!
Stalagmite! Tiger Blade!
Blow away!
Look sharp.
Double demon fang!
Now or never.
Try harder!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Can't get out of this!
Guess I had to use it sometime.
Double demon fang!
Resonate with the earth!
Can't end here!
It's in your hands now.
Yeah, unfortunately, chat, we're still a little weak. But hey, you know what? We
I can't
tested
believe
it,
this.
figured it out. Now we know. Now we know where we stand in terms of level. Which is fine. That boss seems more of an endgame boss anyway, you know?
I
So
think it's safe
now
to
we're
rest here
going-
now.
Now we're going to... Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. This is the one. And then we're gonna wanna do this. Trying to think of where exactly the that's not what this was. I remember it was the mountains. This is the one we needed to go back to talk to that person. That we picked up the quest to beat the Zoogles.
Finally made it.
Trying to think of where the birds were.
How's this?
Excuse me, chat. I apologize.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Just great.
I see they're reacting as they always do.
Yeah.
Okay, chat. Well, maybe it's not gonna be what I thought it was. Just... oh, there's the owl forest. This is the one I was looking for, chat.
Do you think we'd end up like that if we had to treat everyone with suspicion?
It's like the bitter cold has frozen the hearts of those...
Owl King was hooting at me. Yo, the king is kinda wild. He's out here jumping around and stuff.
Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dahnan owls' feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right.
These owls are kinda
Which
wild.
is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it, from both of them.
Hoodle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So these are the ones we found. wow, we haven't found a whole lot in this area. Not a whole lot here either. Ugh. Guess we've got some more owls to find, chat. And we are off. I think we'll go here, here. And we are gonna go back. There we go.
We should be able to cook here.
Well, I don't think we need to take a break. We just started the day. I do think I should have. Well, I should have
Something
maybe
feels
went to
odd
life
here.
potions, but
Be on your guard.
it's fine. Get started with a couple enemies.
Get in, get out.
It's over! Take this!
Airborne beast. My
I'm surrounded!
Take this!
I'm free! How can they just sit still?
Mencia! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Here I come! It's over!
Where are you going?
Do it! Look sharp!
Yeah, hit him with the lightning tiger
Training's
blade.
paying off!
Go alive.
Here I come! Do it! It's over! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Just absolutely cook them there. Emblem, Calves of Steel. Interesting.
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your
If it
fancy
is this
footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
Oh, what are these?
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my art! When he slows down, that's our chance! It's over!
You require a hand.
Can't get out of this! Double demon!
Brother, what are you doing?
No further! Double demon bang!
What?
Take this! No further!
Prepare to be sealed or fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
put down the other one.
Get out of this!
Magic is out!
Oh, there we go.
Now we're not...
I'm just getting
Throw away!
in a bind.
Raining flash! Away! Double demon! Take this! You're finished! I'm on it! Take this! It's over! Dragon shell! I'm on it! No further! Do it!
Astral energy!
There we go. Hit him with the best looking move in the game. This dude survived.
Here I come!
What in the world?
Double demon! Prepare to be sealed!
Sometimes this game really surprises me with how these enemies survive.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Dahnan relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking. the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dahnan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher. Dohalim the treasure hunter. Okay. So wait, it said I can set 6 arts now? So nope, nope. Arts. Oh, okay. We'll do that one. Obviously. Huh, so it's left trigger, Y, X, or... Okay.
This should come in handy when crafting
I'll
weapons.
take that.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
See, why can't some of the conversations be more like that? I'm kind of curious what's at the top of the hill.
Gotta break through! Double demon! Here I come! Dragon swarm! Come and face me!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you truly.
It's over! Dohalim! In an instant! Impact block!
Oh, that was kind of sick.
Raining slash!
Yo, having 6 abilities to attack with now? That's gonna be kinda crazy.
Double demon fang!
There we go. Now we can go up this hill and find out
Wish they
what's
were
up
all
here.
that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain high.
Hi, Hoodle!
Double demon fang! Dragon fang thrust!
Here's that flame of fury!
Here! Stop! Burn in hell!
It's a duel of the arts!
You're mine! You're finished!
I've got it! Here I go! Got
Yo,
you.
that was sick!
Started.
Oh, don't believe in them are gonna have some cool combos.
You'll soon
I
see about
love
that.
it.
Flame of fury burning!
I'm on! Raise and rush! Eternal devastation!
Now! Triple fly! With this, I can become even stronger.
I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm going higher up than I probably
More Dahnan
should,
ruins here
but-
too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build it.
Okay, never mind. So, well, maybe. I'll have to go back this way sometime. I'll have to come back.
anything around
Okay,
here.
so to the
But
left
maybe they just
leads
had that
to
much
one.
time and energy on their hands.
What's this thing?
Red sage. Interesting. Okay.
Gotta break through!
Take on some more archer hawks.
Eat them!
Glacial Spear, pierce evil!
Dragon Swarm! First strike! Down!
Let the marksman handle this! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Where are you going?
Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off!
Hit him with the best.
In an instant! Impact Cross!
Impact Cross is kind of sick. I'm curious what his
I've
combo
been doing
with,
really great lately.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we've reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Key.
Okay, so I'm getting, so going up this way is definitely
Take this one!
the next
Dragon Sonic Thrust! Here! Do it! You're doubling! In an instant! Impact Cross!
Glacial Spear, pierce evil!
Demon Fang! I'm on a roll!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Have you noticed, Chad? We're getting our, like, specialized stats so much faster now. Ever since we added Dohlim and Kizara. I like the party I have,
Some kind of old house?
so honestly I feel comfortable.
I don't know about that.
Let's see, Astral War. Ooh. Okay. This. There we go. I'll forget everything again, just to be on the safe side. I guess I want to see what's in this chest, so we're gonna have to
Gotta break through! Double Demon Fang! You're mine! I'll smash you! Take this! No escape! You're mine! Tear you apart! Double Demon Fang! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Cross!
There!
No chance!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! You picked the wrong fight!
In here!
Take this!
Freeze
It's over!
Now!
Rising Falcon! Raining not a chance!
Banana!
Eat that! Double Demon!
Man, we just make it look so easy.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
I am curious how the fights with the next Lord is gonna go. If Dohlim was kind of a more passive Lord, I'm sure they had to... Oh man, this next fight's
An
gonna be
opponent
tough.
like this should be easy! Double Demon Fang!
Please now!
Swallow
Where
dead!
are you going? Ripping your head in your dreams!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Here I come! You're finished!
I'll finish you here, watch it!
Why'd you human?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
I owe you one! Move away! It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
Anything in order is all right.
Double Demon Fang!
I'll finish you here.
Turn the tables on him!
There are still more left!
Right, no time to hold back!
Prepare to be seen! Let the marksman handle this! Sealed! More for the stockpile!
Raining slash!
More where that came from!
Oh, I guess
This is
they
barely
took
target
out the
practice.
creature for
Then
me.
why bother
I
fighting
love
them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
This'll make...
that. the equipment? Gotta be honest, chat. I thought we got something new in one of the
That's
last
even more formidable.
battles, but I guess not. Yeah, fair enough. Not a big worry. Now we can get out of here. He was saying Mogsar. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Butcher it. Pretty sure it's Mogsar. Is right up on the other side of all this. Oh.
Get lost! Double demon fang!
Mega Ray! Dance in the wind! They're surrounding us! Here's the eagle I never miss! Let's go!
Take this!
Eagle fly!
In a bind?
Whirling expert coming through! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Yeah, hit him with the green.
Well done!
This looks so cool, hitting him with all 5 colors like that.
Now!
Chat.
Take this! I still got a ways to go.
He lied to us, chat. He said we were already at the top. So, he said if we look across... I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. Kinda just going up and down and up and left and right and up and all around. But I think this is gonna lead us to the next area. I plan to come back and fight these guys because I want to get the XP from it. But I do want to see what the next area is going to offer. So I kind of know what level of fighting we're going to have. I'm curious. Desert? Oh, what in the world? This looks like kind of a coliseum.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
We'll rest, talk to Kizara this time since I talked to...
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
See, I actually kind of like that, because that means she's, learning.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
Kind of a cocky attitude, but alright.
Kisara, let's
We'll
talk for a
accept it
bit.
today.
Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take
I like
watch
that.
tonight. It's okay.
She's kind of accepted her brother's passing. And,
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
that's a bit. Get 4 of these, but then honestly, I think that's a pretty good idea. Jump. That kind of sucked. All good. Can we see inside at all? No.
Guess I misread the landing. Not this way, I guess.
Oh, do I like actually have to jump over the wall? So I guess low-key there's no coming back.
Not this way, I guess.
Dolphin back in charge. Let's take a look at the map, I guess. I guess we can go see what the other path is, chat. I'm gonna be honest, I thought we were gonna be able to just sneak through to the next area. I apologize, chat. Which probably means, chat, we're gonna have to fight those Zoogles down here. I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of fighting the air ones. I feel like I don't do nearly enough damage, which is kind of annoying. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Thank God Alphen has a tough skull. Alright, chat. Oh.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid elde mencia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does. Which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Dang. Oh, looks like another one.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Dahnan to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Mencia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Alright, chat, let's find out what this new area is. Okay, so this does connect to the next area.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
I mean, Alphen was just trying to be nice. Oh, shiz.
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
What? Homie just cooked him.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the?
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Okay, chat, two things before we really get started with this fight. I gotta point out. This man right here, his outfit reminds me of the anti-Ving Throws from
Not normal.
Dragon Age Veilguard,
His speed is
which
unbelievable.
is sick.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
I can carve through
Take
what?
this.
Now we're
Holy cow.
here. Can't get out of this. Okay, here I go.
Entertain me.
Sleep now. I'll heal you.
Bro.
It's turning devastation.
Healing wall. Up and out. Hear me. Hey, where are you going?
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I think.
No, that is silly.
In here.
Homie said, die.
I'll run you through.
Healing circle.
There you go.
I can do it all day.
Did you just heal me?
Yeah, I need you, remember?
Right here.
I'm only get lightning.
Rinwell just got hooked. Get him, Hoodle.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
She hit him too.
A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alfin?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
So, chat. Oh, hold on. We got another one.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Man. Oh, that enemy moved faster than literally every other guy we fought, chat. That was... I don't usually talk during cutscenes, but that man was beating our ass at the moment. I don't know what he was smoking. Oh, we're already to Nias?
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim,
Another one,
you
man.
forgot
They
to
just
take care
keep
of the
going.
fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Man, this party is definitely going through it with everyone's issues. I think we're gonna call it there for tonight though, chat. I feel like we hit a good saving point with just getting to Niez. Got a little bit further than I thought we would, which is a good thing. But I think we're gonna call it there. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great night, chat.